Welcome to Paddy One and welcome to Personalities today. And joining me on the show is Mayor McClean. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, if you didn't recognise Mayor, I'm just going to put a little thing in there that she was on the Super Bowl in 2007 with
Prince.
And there was a few people watching that, yeah?
Yeah.
And did you get the judders?
A little bit. I actually didn't know what it was.
You didn't know what it was?
No.
It's quite big.
I know. I wasn't really into sport, so.
Okay, what we're going to do is going to wind back the years, because that's where we like to start from. I mean, getting into singing and getting into the routine, the dance and that. I mean, number one is, where are you from?
Where am I from? I'm from Australia originally, and my dad's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice
So I've
place,
got like a
Trinidad.
lot of mixed cultures within me.
So how did you sort of get into the showbiz side of it, or whatever you want to say, the musical industry? I mean, how did you get into that?
Well, in the beginning, I was a Michael Jackson fan, and I used to learn how to dance from watching his music videos and anything that he'd put out. So I learnt first from him and started making up my own routines with my sister. I've got a twin sister.
A twin sister?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you ever use it to your advantage,
Well,
having a twin sister?
yeah.
Blaming her for everything?
No, we didn't do that.
So Michael Jackson, I mean, yeah, okay, phenomenal, yeah?
Yeah.
And of course the dance routines that you did were absolutely sharp.
Yeah.
All the time to the T. I mean, being in the dancing industry in the beginning, I mean, what about sort of routine and getting it back, smack on all the time when you're dancing, getting it 100%? I mean, surely that took a lot of effort.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, I felt like I started pretty late. I was 13, and a lot of the people that we used to dance with, me and my sister, had started from a really young age. So I felt like I had to put in a lot more work because I started later. And I started with like jazz and tap dancing, and then I started going to musical theatre school too. So that was where I started singing and finding my voice more, and because I was really shy to sing.
So a lot of people out there, of course, like yourself, they want to dance, they want to sing. They all put out their YouTube videos now. They all sing in front of a mirror, which you probably did, or danced in front of a mirror and saying, "Look at me." But I mean, and then going to the school, the acting school and the dance school and that. I mean, from there, how did it progress to get into like being recognised?
Yeah. Well, in the beginning, of course, we're training first, and then I just started getting my confidence up because I was really, a little bit kind of insecure and just shy. A lot of artists are, I think, and then they want to be, be able to be more. So I started that first, and then I ended up getting a commercial agent and a manager, and I started doing commercials first. So me and my sister were in a couple of Australian commercials, like bread commercials or things like that.
Did you ever get anything for free?
Get
like
it?
a loaf of bread or
like a
anything?
loaf of bread?
Did they ever give it you?
No.
No.
I felt ripped off with that.
Going on what you've said though, I mean, going like getting an agent and getting into the commercials and things like that. Do you think today, like with the likes of Australia's Got Talent, America's Got Talent and all this, do you think it's a lot easier today to get recognised?
Yeah, there's a lot more avenues, I think, and with social media you can kind of build your own following, and then that can kind of give you some like brand recognition, and then you can partner with other brands and things like that, and yeah.
So after doing a bread commercial,
Yep.
where did you go from there? What was the next step?
What did I do from there? I ended up getting a role in Moulin Rouge, the Baz Luhrmann film.
Good film.
Yep,
Nice film.
really good. That was my favourite
Nicole
job.
Kidman?
And Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. It was like long hours, and just they built a huge big Moulin Rouge soundstage down at Fox Studios in Australia, in Sydney. And so I ended up getting that job and really loved that. I loved getting up at 5 a.m. and getting a taxi down to the studios and then falling asleep in the makeup chair while they do your hair and makeup, and awesome breakfast, everything that you want to eat, everything just looked after.
But you did a few films, didn't you?
Yeah, I did that one, and then there was another one called Invincibles that we did in Australia too. That was a Billy Zane film. I think it was a Canadian production. That didn't go too big, but that was another one that me and my sister were acting and singing in.
So being in Moulin Rouge, I mean, and working with Nicole Kidman, I mean, where did it progress from there? I mean, how did you go further?
Well, because I was a singer, a dancer and an actor, me and my sister ended up auditioning for The Lion King, Disney's musical. So we ended up getting a part in that too, which was really fun. And that was like more of a stage thing, which is, I don't know, it's just a different training. Like you've got to do everything every day.
But this was a stage production?
This was a stage one, yeah, not like films like Stop and Start, obviously,
Yeah, sure do.
But then the film, just like a different format. but that was really fun too.
I mean, I know from, I used to be in London, down at the Stringfellows in London, and I used to go around and see the Lloyd Webber stuff when they were practicing Cats and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Wow. They put some time in there, so I know doing The Lion King, you probably put a lot of hours in there. But great rewards.
Yeah.
So from that, you get recognised for that?
I mean, stage is a different type of media, I guess. So I'm running around like a zebra and a lioness, so it's not like you're seeing. You're like playing a character, but it was really good training.
But it's true to say a lot of the movie stars today are in the big movies now. They all like to go back to the theatre and be on the stage and be in front of a live audience. Because, as you said, you know, being in front of cameras like we are now, we can stop, we can start, we can say this, we can say that. But of course, being on a live stage, you can never get that feeling in a film.
Yeah, because there's a real audience there, and it's you can just connect with the energy of the people rather than there just being, you know.
So,
crew.
Let's take you to Prince. How did the connection get there, and how did you start being with this guy? 'Cause he's phenomenal in my eyes. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because I always wanted to perform with Michael Jackson. That was my dream.
Wow.
I wanted to dance with him, and then when I moved to America, I'd started singing at that stage, and I'd joined a dance company, and then decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. And I think 2 weeks later, me and my sister auditioned for a Prince music video, and he ended up choosing us for the video.
Wow.
And then we ended up meeting him, and he ended up cancelling the video because he found out that we could sing. And then he just wanted to take us on the road and do like a Tina Turner iCats thing where me and Nandy like the singing and the dancing because we do both. So that was how that ended up happening. But I think it's funny because of the journey that I'm on now, like being able to really listen to your alignment and where the universe is sending you. I wanted to dance with Michael Jackson, but then once I was singing, then the universe nudged me over to Prince. I'm like, what happened to Michael? Why did Prince show up?
That was like 10 years together?
Yeah. Probably over 15 years.
15 years? Wow.
Yeah, working with him.
All over the world?
Yeah.
Fantastic time, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And a very talented man, God rest his soul. He was brilliant.
Yeah.
So now, I mean,
is.
going from what happened, of course, with Prince and everything, I mean, where is the next chapter of your life?
Well, I'd shifted out of wanting to do the dancing with him, because I mean I was doing the singing too, but me and my sister were working on our own music at the time, and I kind of hit a wall where I had started doing more introspective on myself and could feel that things were off a little bit, and I started doing a lot of soul searching and diving deep into what felt true for me, and being a twin too. It's kind of like you're born with a partner.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Do you have a connection?
Yeah. But because you're born with a partner, then you don't really know who you are outside of the partnership. And the decisions that you make, you're always making together. So if someone says, hey, do you guys want to go to the movies? Let me just see what Nandy wants to see. And then we kind of make an agreement together, and then we do that thing. So from there, I started wanting to connect more with myself. And what do I like to do, or separate from another person's decisions. And so I started going on a soul searching, and we were doing music together at the time, because we weren't fully doing the Prince thing anymore. And then I started really listening, and it led me into film first. And I'm like, oh well, I guess I'm going to do film. And then I found a friend of mine on Instagram, and I saw him filming a film out in out in the desert. And I sent him a text message and I said, what are you doing right now? He goes, I'm filming a movie in Palm Springs. I said, I'm coming. And he goes, okay. It was just like I could feel on the spot.
It felt right.
Yep, I just jumped in the car and I started being more spontaneous and not planning as much. And I drove out to hang out with him, and I was on set with him, and got to meet some crew and just kind of started helping. I just wanted to be around. I said, how am I going to do film? I don't even know anything about it, but it felt... And I felt right. I really love film.
Do you focus on anything in particular in your films?
In that moment, I hadn't even distinguished anything yet. It just felt good to do anything. It didn't really matter.
Okay.
But now with my purpose and my alignment, I tend to want to move towards anything that's transformative. If it has like a thread of transforming humanity from the darkness into the light, then that's what I tend to lean towards. But I haven't been doing that in a while either, because I felt like that led me into that first, and then I did a lot of short films and things like that, and then then when Prince passed away, that started reconnecting me to my music again in a new way. Because before I felt like I was doing it to prove, to make money, to be a celebrity, or to write songs and make money, and just the whole ego trip around it.
Ego being the word, yes.
The ego, and trying to look good, or because you feel like sometimes we feel like we're less than as humans, and you need to over strive and achieve all this physical reality rather than connecting with what's true. And then the music started coming through again, and I felt like Prince was kind of on the other side, because he's come to me through a couple of intuitive friends of mine as well, and I could hear the message at the time that he died. I got a message from him, but I couldn't hear it because I was so emotional. But what it was it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Because before I felt like I had all these mentors, and like Michael Jackson and my mum and Prince, and they were the three people that I looked up to, like energetically, or they were my security blanket and looked after me in whatever way that they did. And then when he passed away, I was like, there's no one left that I feel has me feel secure as a being. So and then I heard him say, it's your turn.
And now it is?
Yeah.
So where do you see your future now?
I want to transform the world through whatever I do.
Try and make your stamp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a vessel for allowing people to be more themselves and connecting to their true self, whatever that is.
Cool. And I know that you're going to sing a little bit of a song for us today, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, okay, we'll just take 1 minute out, and may I get all set up, and you're going to play, what song are you going to play for us today?
I think I'm going to sing Flow, seeing as we mentioned that before.
Okay, all right, 1 minute, we'll come straight back.
We're all living in our fantasies, living life where we wanna be, oh yeah. We get stuck in our realities, making life very limited, oh yeah. You gotta free up the thoughts inside your mind. Drop in, let your soul be your guide. Wherever you go, 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 go with the flow. Forget what you know, no, 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 go with the flow. Lose all control, oh, 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 go with the flow. Wherever you go, 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 go with the flow. Spend some time just to be with you, take a moment just to love on you, oh yeah. If you listen to the call in you, you can hear what it's telling you, oh yeah. You gotta free up the thoughts inside your mind. Drop in, let your soul be your guide. Wherever you go, 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 go with the flow. Lose all control, oh, 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 go with the flow. Forget what you know, no, 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 go with the flow. Lose all control, oh, 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 go with the flow. just flow. Just flow. Just flow. Just flow. Just flow. Flow.
Well, I've got to say that's probably the sweetest sound I've ever had in this in the office here. Original
Yes,
by yourself?
original.
And how did you come up with that?
Well, the way that I've been living now is listening to my intuition and not planning as much. So I kind of don't really plan my future, and I listen to my inner guide and allow myself to just flow in life rather than getting stuck, because I believe that's when we're really connected to ourselves and each other.
I think there's a lot of people out there that would like to go with the flow, but of course their everyday routines won't let them sometimes, as you probably know from past.
Yeah.
Great song, loved it, fantastic. I mean,
thank
where do you see yourself now? I know you've got a website, and you can tell the people about the website in a minute. But where are you now today?
Well, obviously I'm flying, but what I feel is going to come through is recording my album next. So I'd love to, share that with everyone and stay in touch with me. And
Absolutely.
I'd love
We
to hear.
hopefully we'll get a copy here at the studio, and
Yeah.
it'd be nice.
Yeah,
Say she was here and you heard it first. Would you like to tell them your website?
My website is www.mayamclean, that's MAYAMCCLEAN.com. And my Instagram is @mayamclean, which is @MAYAMCCLEAN. And my Facebook is www.facebook.com/maya.mclean.2. That's a little bit long, but
And by the way, if you want a loaf of bread, great
That's the
advertising.
commercial.
Love it. Listen, Matt, it's been fantastic to meet you. Okay, and of course we've only drifted and flowed over what you're on with and what you've done in the past, and we only have a certain time together.
yeah.
But it's been great to meet you. It's been fantastic to, like I say, to skip over a few things of what you've done in your life.
Yeah.
And I hope your flowing continues and you find where you want to go.
Yeah.
And if you do get in that studio and put some songs out like that, I'm sure that they're going to be really big.
Yeah.
So,
I'm also going to be putting together a 3-month coaching program to help people align to themselves too. So I've been doing like online coaching on like Facebook and and Skype and stuff.
I know a few people around this office are going to be put in line.
Yeah. You guys can call me if you want a session.
Are you going to? I mean, just as a question, you ever thought about doing one of your music videos in Thailand?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool, wouldn't
Do
it?
you guys have like cool music video producers?
We do.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Yeah. But from myself, Dave D, and from
Yeah.
it's been great to have you in the studio. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Forget what you know.